Tonight, your money may be disappearing while doing absolutely nothing. No one is hacking your bank account. No thief is opening your wallet. The number on the screen still looks the same. $100 is still $100. But quietly, slowly, something changes. The groceries cost a little more. The coffee feels more expensive. The rent rises. The same money that felt comfortable last year now feels smaller. This is the strange thing about money. It can sit still and still lose power. The name for this is inflation. The Federal Reserve explains inflation as a general increase in the prices of goods and services over time. Not just one item becoming expensive. Not just one bad week at the supermarket. Inflation is what happens when the overall price level rises across many things people buy. And when prices rise, your money does not vanish. It just buys less. Imagine you put $100 inside a drawer. You do not touch it for a year. At the end of the year, you open the drawer. The same notes are still there. Nothing looks different. But if prices have gone up, that money may no longer buy the same basket of goods. Last year, maybe it bought 10 items. This year, maybe it buys 9. The number stayed the same. The buying power changed. That difference is what most people do not feel immediately. Inflation is not usually loud. It does not knock on the door and announce itself. It arrives as small changes. A meal becomes a little smaller. A bill becomes a little higher. A subscription renews at a new price. A family notices that the same monthly budget no longer reaches the end of the month. This is why economists talk about purchasing power. Purchasing power simply means how much your money can buy. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics explains that the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, can be used to show how the purchasing power of a dollar changes over time. That sounds technical, but the idea is simple. If prices rise faster than your money grows, your purchasing power falls. This is why cash can feel safe and risky at the same time. Cash is useful. It pays bills. It handles emergencies. It gives flexibility. But cash that sits for a long time without earning enough to keep up with rising prices may slowly lose real value. This does not mean cash is bad. It means cash has a hidden job. It must not only stay there, it must keep up. Think of your money like a person standing on a moving walkway. If the walkway is moving backward, standing still is not neutral. Standing still means moving back. Inflation is that moving walkway. Your bank balance may stand still, but prices are moving. Now, inflation is not always a disaster. A low and stable level of inflation is considered normal in many modern economies. The problem for everyday people is that their lives are not measured in economic theory. Their lives are measured in grocery bills, fuel, school fees, rent, and savings goals. So the real question is not just, what is inflation? The better question is, what does inflation do to my decisions? First, it changes how we think about saving. Saving is important, but saving without understanding inflation can create a false sense of security. If a person saves money for years, but prices rise faster than their savings grow, they may reach the future with more money on paper and less buying power in reality. Second, inflation changes how we understand income. A salary increase can feel good, but the important question is whether income is rising faster than living costs. If prices rise by a large amount and income rises by a smaller amount, the person may technically earn more, but feel poorer. Third, inflation changes how people think about long-term goals. A home deposit, school fees, retirement, travel, or business plans may all cost more in the future than they cost today. If the plan ignores rising prices, the target may be too small. This is why people often hear the phrase real return. A nominal return is the number you see before inflation. A real return is what remains after inflation is considered. For example, if money grows by 4%, but prices rise by 3%, the real gain is much smaller than 4%. This is not a recommendation to buy any investment. It is just a way to understand the difference between numbers and buying power. The mistake many people make is looking only at the number. They ask, did my money increase? But the deeper question is, did my money increase faster than prices? This question changes everything. It explains why a person can earn more and still feel squeezed. It explains why an emergency fund is useful, but should not be confused with a long-term growth plan. It explains why financial education matters even for people who do not invest yet. Because inflation touches everyone. It affects the person with a salary, the person with savings, the person paying rent, the person running a small business, the parent planning school fees, the worker thinking about retirement. No one needs to become a financial expert to understand the basic lesson. Money has two values. The first is the number printed on it. The second is what it can actually buy. The first value is easy to see. The second value is the one that silently changes. So the next time your bank balance looks the same, remember this: still money is not always stable money. Prices move, time moves, goals move, and the first step to protecting yourself is not panic. It is awareness. Know what inflation means. Know what purchasing power means. Compare your money not only to yesterday's balance, but to tomorrow's prices. Because the quietest financial risk is not always losing money. Sometimes, it is keeping the same amount of money while the world around it becomes more expensive. Educational reminder. This video is not financial advice. It is a simple explanation of inflation and purchasing power. Before making financial decisions, do your own research and speak with a qualified professional.